Bellator 292. We continue main cards. Linton Vassell, Big Swarm, representing London. Been over. Where is he? Killcliff or whatever it's called now. Stamford MMA. They've got so many different name changes. But anyway, excellent team. Ang Lang Song was in his corner, taking on Valentin Moldavsky, Team Fedor, teammate. And historically, their last meeting, Linton was massive and he had a cardio issue, as they alluded to. And he has cut down since. This is a 4 or 5 fight winning streak now because he put it on Mr. Moldavsky. Big Swarm, excellent performance, almost flawless in essence. He put, I haven't seen anybody, well, this might be recency bias, I guess, but the ground and pound from Big Swarm is out of this world. Those two elbows, woo! I'm surprised he wasn't split open. Woohoo! Yes, congratulations, congratulations. Tremendous victory in the first round, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And is it Grandma Pearl back home? She's kinning from ear to ear. Respect. Linton Big Swarm Vassell has got next. So we move on. We move on to the lightweight Grand Prix quarterfinal. Yeah. Alexander Shabliy took on Tofiq Musayev, who has been on a pretty much a tear, was a rising champion and all this kind of stuff. Excellent record, 20 and 5, no draws. Alexander Shabliy, 23 and 3. Very, 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 very much a lackluster performance, unfortunately, in regards to the entirety of the bout. I only went 3 rounds. And here's a confusing thing. Mr. Herzog, Jason Herzog, who I think is a very good ref, very, very good referee. I'm confused. Please, in the comments, come on. I want some interaction. I want a clearer, delineated and defined answer to what took place. A legal strike was landed to the body. Yeah, it was like a teep kind of thing. As the foot's coming down, his heel, and you look at it again because the slow motion showed it all. He extended it as it's coming down, so it was like an extra little kick, like a ooh or take that. But obviously, the heel landed on the top of his cop. Now, it was an unintentional foul. Timeout was called. Actually, no. Let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that. The start of round 3, the ref comes out, Mr. Herzog comes out and says, "You ready, guys? Whatever, whatever. Final round." Was that like a misspeak? Let me go into a weird one now. Maybe we think, look, this fight's so boring. This fight needs to end in the 3rd round. I'm sick of this, right? Because y'all ain't really been doing nothing. I haven't seen the strike count, but Shabliy was, low volume, but he was putting in the work. Swept a leg kick, took Tofiq off his feet. I think it was that 1st round. He was winning, edging it out, kind of thing. And then, as I said, let's get back to the strike then. So the strike lands solar plexus, abdominal area. Foot comes down. He calls a timeout. He's like, yeah, it was a legal blow, but look, he caught him on the way down, incidentally. So why didn't he get? So a foul has incidentally taken place. Why is he not getting 5 minutes, especially a groin shot? Then then the confusion and chaos continues because the translator's sitting down like 2 rows back after he can see his athletes, he's down and out, doesn't speak English clearly very well. So Mr. Herzog's like, "Yo, come here, man. What are you doing? Come here. We need you to translate what's going on." And then he comes up, he does the translation. He's like, "Yeah, da da da," like, It was incidental kind of thing. Can he continue kind of something? He didn't like. I know it's fast paced kind of thing, but I don't think the instructions were as clear or the guidance. Like, look, I know you've been hit low kind of thing. I'm not going to give you the 5 minutes. That wasn't even said. Look, you're not getting 5 minutes. I've just paused it, a break in the action because an incidental, like, incident took place in essence. He caught you when he shouldn't have. But I'm not going to give you the 5 minutes. You need to tell him that. He needs to get himself ready so he can get ready to fight. That wasn't even told. Then my youth runs off and he has to call him back again. Come here. Tell him if and look, he gets up and he's like, yeah, 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 and he's like, yo, we gotta fight now. And Tofiq's like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't feel good. Now, whether this is indeed down to the body shot itself, is this a combination of the body shot hurt him, and then the groin strike really kind of put the bow on the package? Hmm? But he went straight back down to his knees. The translator comes up and saying something, unless Jason's like, nah, nah. I said it was the final round. Nah. Dance done now. Third round, body kick. Oh, how did he announce it? Was it a TKO victory? But some media outlets are I don't know what the hell they're doing. But yeah, it was a very strange one. I expected a fast pace, scrambling strikes. I can understand the first round, the crowd were booing as well. They were like, hold up, we've paid like a whole heap of dollars to get in here, man. Even the nosebleed utes, I don't even know how much the tickets would have been, but it wouldn't have been like $30, right? And it's kind of like, what's going on? Boo! It's like the ghouls were coming out at night just booing this year. It was unfortunate. I know it was a 5 round fight. Slow first round to kind of feed each other, get the distance and all that. Second round game, huh? Same kind of thing. So yeah, little lackluster. And then BBC iPlayer, man, I keep on talking about this. The audio cuts from the commentary. Now I think I know why they might do this in this particular occasion. He's not promoting these boxing events or whatever, Showtime boxing, this and that, blah 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 blah. And I guess BBC iPlayer like, well, no, we don't want to promote Showtime boxing and their events. So they mute that out, and they then show a shot of the back of the audience. It's all dark, so you can just see silhouettes of people just walking up and down with the crowd noise. This is unpleasant. This is unpleasant. Now let's say something crazy took place, something like oh, we can't show this on television, and you cut away to the crowd. Fair enough. Scott Coker, whoever's doing the BBC iPlayer thing, sort it out, man. This is a stupid. It's absolutely stupid. One credit I will give iPlayer though is the playback functionality. So we can replay and watch these fights. That's the only other good thing. But yeah, strange, and more strangeness is taking place. I don't know. I really don't know. So Shabliy obviously progresses forward in the Grand Prix. Maybe we'll have an injury and Tofiq will come back, possibly. I don't know. But I think they've already got an alternate. But yeah, man, come on, man. Come on, guys. You train all this hard, put all this hard work in, bruises, bones broken and whatever, lacerations, all kind of hard work putting in to get to this, and you put on a performance like that. Nah. Main event of the evening. Usman Nurmagomedov. Let's mess up on his name. Magomedov. Nurmagomedov. Now 17 and all, and still the Bellator lightweight champion. Unfortunately for Benson Henderson, who has a huge record, now sitting at 30 and 12 42 darn fights in his career, 39 years of age, 4-fight deal with Bellator. And as he said at the end, if he lost to any of those fights, he's going to call it a night. Classy gentleman, never heard any kind of weird stuff, a family man, all that good stuff, coaching people and all that. Dubious about him fighting with toothpicks in his mouth. Very dangerous. But he's called it a day. Usman ran through Benson Henderson. Didn't, obviously, it was very, very quick and short within the fight. Didn't look his usual self. He was pressuring. He was definitely pressuring at the start. Got caught with a beautiful question mark kick. If he would have landed more flush, I guess, with his ankle rather than just his foot, Benson would have potentially have been out. Or even with the shin. Woo! But that was the end of Benson's demise. Usman was all over him like a rash. Back control, heavy strikes left and right. He just put in some work and ended it first round, 2 minutes and 37 seconds in with a rear naked choke. RNC. Progressing on to face yet another opponent within the Grand Prix. Very, very, very happy for Usman to retain his his strap and obviously maintain that unblemished record. Disappointed for Benson Henderson. Good guy. Really didn't get to see much. And surprisingly, or maybe not, because it's in San Jose, but Nate Diaz was in the cage at the end. There was Gilbert Melendez, What do we say, man? What do we say? At least he rides off into the sunset. He wasn't KO'd or anything like that. He's going to be kicking himself because he would have liked, I would imagine a lot better performance and to have gone a lot longer than round one. But done and dusted in the books. Bellator, what are we going to score this main event card? Because I didn't watch the prelims as of yet. Short. They normally have them a bit longer than this. I'm going to go with a 7.5. I'm going to go with a 7.5. Overall, good event. Still peed about BBC iPlayer, but what can you expect? What can you expect? Yeah, what are your thoughts, man? Benson is no longer a active MMA fighter, former WEC, former UFC, and this is what the third or fourth time he was challenging for a bout within Bellator. You got to give it up to him, man. Got to give it up to him. Adios. Like, comment, subscribe, and most definitely share.